Wow, look at Virginia.
We're taking a Virginian family back to their roots.
Nice barn you're roosting in.
Yeah, beautiful barn.
I am truly roosting here.
And giving their historic farm a new life up in the trees.
Okay, you got it?
Yep.
This will be one of our most challenging builds yet, because there will be 7 stems popping through walls and the roof.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
There's a house in the tree.
I can't believe it.
This is one for the record books. I really like it.
Guys, come on out. Look at that.
I'm Beaver Raw, and we are the Treehouse Guys.
Treehouse guys!
Woo! Here to bring your childhood dreams to reality.
You tend to be a wild bunch, renegade builders.
For us, no job is too high,
Good catch.
no build too big.
Wow.
This is the most amazing treehouse I've ever seen.
It's bigger and better than we could have ever imagined.
This has got to be the most fun job out there.
We're in historic Richmond, Virginia, where Patrick Henry famously said, "Give me liberty or give me death."
Richmond, Virginia is beautiful. I just love the countryside. Rolling hills, big open fields. The lay of the land here is really spectacular.
Jake's got the perfect way for us to see the countryside.
I got a surprise for you.
Dude,
Oh my God,
man. Are you kidding?
Out of that air balloon. Climb on board, like climbing over a wall.
People have called me a basket case before, but now I guess it's going to be for real.
We are up and away over Bendover Farm in Virginia's Goochland County, the site of Jake's latest build.
Oh, man. This is so
Welcome
exciting.
aboard to That's Amore.
Wow. Wow, look at Virginia. Dude, this place is amazing.
We're on about 15 acres of our client's property on the old farm that belonged to his great-great-grandfather. Amazing spot. A lot of history here.
Do you know that Charles Lindbergh used to land in this field?
Come on.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, that's cool.
Just like Lindbergh, we get to enjoy these same amazing views.
What a way to see this farm. We've heard all these stories about this place, and getting a bird's eye view like that to approach it really, really sets the scene nicely.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm still shaking.
Wow.
This must be the place.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Welcome to Bendover Farm. What do you guys think about the entrance? Yeah.
There'll be another balloon coming shortly with all our tools. So we're...
Our primary clients are Preston and Kate, and Preston's mother is the connection to this farm. She grew up here.
My great-great-grandfather originally bought the farm. The original house here on the property was built in 1850, but that's young for Virginia, really. The main house is sold, but my parents retain a little parcel of land out here on the farm. So 100-year tradition of being out here gets to continue.
What a tree. What a tree.
Look at that blue sky. Yeah. I mean, golly, what a day.
So a slippery elm, huh? That's what it is.
Yep.
Slippery
It's a
elm?
slippery elm. The piece of wood that holds the Liberty Bell up originally came from a slippery elm tree.
Oh, wow. That's why
I guess that
cracked?
means it's solid.
The Liberty Bell cracked because it slipped off
The
that
wood
dang,
hasn't
the dang
broken,
wood.
though.
Really?
I mean, there really couldn't be more of a perfect tree. The way this is set up right on the side of this open field, that's going to be awesome. What were you envisioning your treehouse to look like?
Some sleeping space, being able to spend the night, being able to kind of wash up, possibly a little outdoor shower if we get lucky.
Oh.
The farm is about 20 minutes from our home in the city of Richmond.
We have this beautiful piece of property, but there's no way to really enjoy this property other than camping. The Treehouse can kind of bridge that gap. All we need is just somewhere we can hang out and enjoy the land and be together with our family.
It would be pretty perfect to have a deck maybe on this side so we can look over this field and see the sun setting. It sets right over those trees.
We have worked out a strategy. I've already got some GLs in the last couple of days.
For this treehouse, we'll suspend a staircase 20 feet up to a large platform with ample deck space for enjoying the sunsets and an outdoor shower. Inside, there will be a big living room space with a sleeping loft.
The canopy of this tree is immense. Remember in high school, you'd always have multiple choice tests? I always thought they were easy. This is a multiple choice test. Like, where do you put your structure that is not going to be easy choice?
This slippery elm spreads out in a very funnel-like fashion with 7 principal stems. We basically are having to sort of work our way through that jungle of stems to figure out where we're going to lay our main foundation beams, be able to spread the deck out.
To make things a little easier, we're giving our elm a little trim to get it treehouse ready.
So you're going to take that dead limb out there in front of you?
Yeah, the tips died back significantly, and there's some decay leading back into the whole limb. So I'm going to go ahead and prune this one. Everybody can take it like a step or so back.
We're bringing in a consulting arborist. There are some smaller stems on the tree that are sort of in decline, so we get rid of those and give it a good pruning, if you like.
We're really going after the health and structure aspect of the tree. It's not unusual to see this amount of dead wood or structurally unsound branches.
You're cutting off those dead pieces so that the healthier pieces have all the energy.
That's exactly correct. Overall, the tree is in fantastic shape.
But even after an updo, this elm is still one big tangle, and it'll take some master rigging by Jake to get our first beams in the tree.
All right, our materials are here. We're going to lift up our first carrying beam, our underbeam. I have a little bit of a challenge because I've got to sneak the beam under this. So let's get started.
I think that means fire that puppy up.
All right.
It's hard to get up in the tree with all the branches, so you got to pull one direction while you're trying to lift, which makes things a little bit more difficult.
If you could pull away.
There's no way.
Okay, stop. You can't pull it away enough?
No.
You got to tip this up and get it through.
How about if we come back down, I pull out before we even start lifting to get enough
And you
slack.
might want to belay your line around a tree.
All right.
What Beaver's now doing is he's trying to belay that red tag line around a limb so that as he pulls the beam over, it'll be a little harder for him to do it because of the friction, but then it'll be a lot easier to hold what he's got. Can you swing it?
We're in Richmond, Virginia, trying to raise the first beam for a treehouse on our client's historic family farm.
Keep going, Beef. Be a mule. Be a mule.
Believe it or not.
Okay, KV.
Yep.
Be ready to slack.
Okay.
Beefer, come over to this side and take the yellow rope. Now the two of you pull.
Okay. Pull.
Enough. Perfect.
As the rest of our support beams and floor joists are hoisted in the air, it's apparent that building around the tree stems won't be easy. We're gonna need all the help we can get.
I have a wonderful guy named Darren Young who used to work for me. He's a carpenter here in Virginia, and he is going to be my lead builder.
There's something about being up in a tree. I mean, just being able to be creative and use the skills that you have to figure out what our finished product wants to be and how to get there.
All right, so we'll play around with this. You can tie that one up.
One of the tricky things about this treehouse is the amount of stems coming up through the house. We're just trying to get the decks defined, then we can just play carpenters and start building the house.
While Darren pushes forward on the platform,
Hey, you guys, come on over here.
Jake's bringing us into the past for a special project.
Nice barn
What's
you're
up?
roosting in.
Yeah,
Beautiful
I am
barn.
truly roosting here. We have carte blanche from the clients to poke around these barns and figure out what we can use in the treehouse. So here on this historical property, we have access to 2 barns. One of the barns was an old feeding barn, and the other one was a storage and hay barn. And there are some cool pickings we can do. And you know how I love reclaimed wood. So
Yeah.
all this planking up here is going to be great deck stock.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
You got some ready for us to grab?
I think I could slide a few out.
All right.
Watch out for the nails on this one.
Yeah, I see. When was the last time you got your tetanus shot, Beefer? Cool. That's actually a really nice piece of wood there.
Taking down the old boards one by one is a labor of love. Getting them treehouse ready will be the real task.
So as we go through these, we cull the ones that are useless and we denail the rest, clean them. Up on the horses. Some of them we get to leverage out like that. And some of them, which are tougher, you know, you just bend over a nail right here at Bend Over Farm. Done.
Thank goodness for the sawhorses so we don't have to bend over here at Bend Over Farm. This farm is called the Bend Over Farm. Ben Dover Farm.
Benjamin Dover was the guy who...
Apparently the original farmer back in the 1800s.
Silly name.
There you have it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, look, there's a historic nail. Look at this guy. This is a square cut nail. This is from the old days when the blacksmiths actually used to make nails. These were cut by hand by a blacksmith one at a time. They reproduce them today for sure for looks.
Yeah, for looks.
But that's a square cut nail.
When you see a square head hand-forged nails, you know it's old. You know it's from the 1800s, so that was fun.
Well, maybe we might have to present this to the Kendigs.
Cool.
After a day of historic finds, it's time to saddle up and finish the platform.
Do you use everything that's on your belt? I mean, that's like carrying around another person. We've been wondering for quite some time now why Jake wears so much gear. I lifted it up once, and I swear it's got to be about 150 pounds.
I got my lanyards, my rig, of course, a hammer. We're carpenters, aren't we?
Yeah.
What's in that side bag?
This burns up a lot of calories, so I have some nutrition. I've often wondered what all this weighs.
Yeah,
I would wonder too.
Let's find out.
Get out of here.
Dude.
238.2 pounds.
All right, take
So now
it off.
take it off.
Melvin.
Take all that off.
There we go.
All right, Jake, get on there.
All right, we were at 238 now.
210. 28 pounds, man.
That's
That's
a
still
lot
a
of-
lot to carry
A
around.
lot of extra weight. There might be a little picking away from your belt we might recommend just
A
to make
happy
your life
medium.
easier.
I'm a bit of a gearhead. I can't deny that by any means. But no matter the weight, I'm not giving up my saddle. Thank God for the suspenders.
And no sooner are we back at it that Mother Nature puts us in a deep freeze.
The whole Atlantic seaboard got hammered, and so much snow fell that we actually shut down the job.
We're in Richmond, Virginia, building a treehouse on the Kendigs family farm.
That'll be a great place for them to come home to, and their parents as well.
They'll bring them back to their roots.
Yeah, back to their roots and up that tree, and they'll have a whole new perspective on this old family property.
But right now, Mother Nature's got us snowed in.
We got swamped out for 4 days. And there was nothing to do. And then snow was on the ground, so it just takes a little bit longer to get from A to B.
Jake, whenever you're ready.
All right, ready, rock and roll.
We're geared back up and we're running to catch up for some lost times due to the snowstorm. And where we left off before the snow is the joists were just getting finished. So we're catching up.
All right, hold up. Good slack all the way there.
You got nothing but slack.
This is a challenging site in that there's so many stems of this tree to build in and amongst, so it's gonna organically grow as we go because there's so many tree limbs coming out.
You got it from twisting there?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and that's a double. 4, 5 behind you. There'll be 6 stems popping through walls and/or roof.
It's gonna drop. There we go. Once the platform's set, then we can just play carpenters and start building the house.
That's using your head.
Every once in a while helps.
With our exterior platform growing outward, we'll need to reinforce it before we can lay the deck down.
We went off to our favorite part of the estate here, a new aisle 6, for us to find 2 posts that are going to hold up the main frame of the deck.
I found 2 back here that might be possibilities.
Oh, yeah.
They're both plenty big.
Coming down.
Love it!
Man. So this post is actually going to go up underneath one of the main beams to help support the treehouse.
I'd say it's one of Mother Nature's finest diagonal braces.
It only takes 2 hands to use a chainsaw, but to carry this post back up to the build site, we'll need a few more.
What do you got going on here, Jake?
Oh, I'm gonna make a little lifting advantage, I hope.
You can't lift anything without a rope with this guy.
So if I knew how to draw better, I would have a cartoon of Jake rigging something so he could drink a cup of coffee. Because, like, he would definitely have ropes involved in that.
1, 2, 3.
It's not too bad.
Ooh, like a gazelle.
Aren't tractors just a little bit overrated?
Now that we've got our posts, we pound the bark off the tree instead of peel it.
So it seems kind of unusual to be banging the bark off with hammers, but it's a more complete removal of the bark.
The elm has real nice striations in it vertically that the draw knife would shave that right down and we'd lose that nice texture. Jaco's gonna experiment with toasting it Japanese style, and there's a word for that, and it is
Sosuchiban.
It actually protects it. It's like the most weather-resistant method. They've been doing it for centuries. Sounds like that hot air balloon guy when we took off.
Burning wood is a great way of giving it a classic old-time look, as well as killing all the microbes and the pathogens that are on the surface.
Wow.
So, I think you get the picture.
Jaco, you're killing it.
Oh, give me a, that's great.
Once our aisle 6 posts are fully toasted and installed, we can finally deck our platform and start building the walls.
So finally we got some good weather. So now we're trying to make up time. Now that it's beautiful out, I'm just trying to finish up this part of the framing and then moving on to the next thing.
At the rate we're going, we need more materials.
Jake and Kavy and I got to sneak away to this really cool place, Surface Architectural Supply, which has miles and miles of board feet of reclaimed lumber.
Hey, Alex.
How's it going, guys? We got your lumber right here. This is all urban reclaimed material that came out of a building that was built in the 50s in Charlottesville. So this material's got some nice nails ready for you guys to have at it.
Oh, there's always a catch.
We've done enough denailing already for this build, so we brought along our client, Preston.
You just get your leverage tool and elbow grease and just yank them out.
I love it. Leverage tool.
That too. It's like, yeah.
AKA hammer, nail puller, leverage tool.
Like
so here you are, sir.
All right, so you're gonna be here for a while, man. Hey, we'll see you later. We're gonna go get some coffee.
Yep.
All right. It's not that hard. One down.
Count them all.
With all hands on deck, including our clients,
All right. It's not that hard. One down.
we're making a comeback with our salvage lumber here at Bendover Farm in Richmond, Virginia.
Here you are, sir.
Ouch. Boy, that's pointy. Ouch.
Watch out, man. They're sharp. That's one crazy looking rafter, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Me and Jake are actually working on the last 2 rafters in a crazy raftered roof. I mean, this thing is insane, going around all these branches. Definitely challenging, but also a lot of fun.
And this slippery elm spreads out in a very funnel-like fashion with 7 principal stems. So we basically are having to sort of work our way through that jungle of stems.
The snowstorms may have set us back, but this treehouse is finally taking shape. We brought in some more guys to keep us on track. Now we can start plotting out where to put some special features.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it. The outdoor shower is sort of the piece de resistance in this treehouse because it's the very first thing our clients asked me about when they were exploring having a treehouse here at Bendover Farm.
So this is really the first outdoor shower that we've put in a treehouse, and we got Kyle and Ben here just killing it, you know, and loving the style because it's just like something a treehouse guy would do. Got the aisle 6 posts, got the split cedar for all the vertical slats. This is looking awesome.
It is.
So what we're doing here is just kind of just an organic, kind of nice swooping top. You know, it's nice to have that view. You are outside, so you should be looking outside and enjoying the view.
When you've got a shower with a treehouse view, plumbing takes some real thinking outside the pipe.
So this is pretty much ready to go in now.
Wow, let's see.
Oh, yeah. All right, coming around.
Yeah, we're gonna go vertical.
All right, it's a tight fit. Yeah.
Brilliant.
All right.
Brilliant.
And we're gonna fill it with this local river stone.
Oh, nice idea.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Well, heck, when's the water gonna get hooked up? I don't care how cold it is. I'll try this thing out besides.
We can get a bucket from the frozen pond if you want.
Better yet. I'm from Vermont. I can handle that.
All right.
Good work, you guys.
So we've checked off client Katie Kendig's wish for a shower. Now Jason is joining the build to execute her husband Preston's special request.
All right, Jason, this is what I wanted to show you.
The bridge is out.
This. We've got this piece of property that's actually across this small creek. It's just a beautiful section of the Upper James, and there's beautiful islands. It's wonderful for camping, and you know, right now we can't get to it.
Yeah, I would imagine this water in this thing up and down. Yeah.
2 weeks ago, it was full.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
now that we've got this great treehouse being built, we're gonna have family, everybody's gonna be out here. I'd love to be able to actually utilize the land on the other side of this creek.
Probably too long for a bridge, for a cable bridge, that is.
Sure.
But what I was thinking was something more along the lines of a cable car. You know, put a couple of people in at once, pull yourself across, pull it back, go back and forth. I think we might be able to come up with something like that.
All right, that sounds great.
I've done a ton of cable work on both ropes courses and zip lines, so this whole thing is kind of up my alley. But at the same time, this will be, you know, a complete and total experiment. It'll be a little bit challenging at first because we've got to actually get the cable across the waterway here.
Tug of war?
Tug of war? Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm just pulling the rope across so that I can connect it to my cable and get my cable across a little bit easier.
Once our rope is set, it'll take some muscle to maneuver this heavy cable across the creek.
I forgot my gloves up in the car, so I improvised by something I found right by my feet, which is bubble wrap. Makes a cool sound, too. We're ready? I have a feeling we're gonna catch a car. You're fouled on that branch.
Yeah. I see it. I don't know how we're gonna get out from under that.
I have a feeling we're gonna catch a car.
We're hop, skipping a creek away from our build here in Richmond, starting work on a cable car for our clients. But we're hitting a snag.
You're fouled on that branch.
I see it. I don't know how we're gonna get out from under that. Can Beaver pull it around his side of the tree?
Oh,
Perhaps.
yeah. I think so.
Nice.
There you go.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Now pull it up. Now walk back this way a little bit.
Wait. I'm going down.
Hug that tree.
Hang on.
Okay, I'm just gonna yank it. You can let go. Nice. Perfect. Very nice.
Cool.
We managed to get the cable across, and hopefully we're gonna pull it up out of the water before night falls and get it actually suspended in the two trees. Then we can use that cable to go back and forth.
Back at the build site, our crew is making big strides.
We've really rallied on the siding, the roofing, a stairway that Darren engineered that basically hangs from the floor frame.
It's actually hung from the framing system of the tree. And so when the tree moves, the whole stair floats with it.
While things are on track at the build site, Jake's on a real railroad track collecting more relics for the treehouse.
We're by these railroad tracks that go right through the Kendig property, and I've had the good fortune of finding some spikes. And today I'm taking Beaver and Cavey down to a blacksmith shop that I've discovered, and we're gonna make a surprise for the Kendigs out of these railroad spikes.
Oh, wow.
Jeff!
How are you? This is really cool.
My name is Jeffrey Mabry, and in 1932, my grandfather, George Jackson Jr., built this shop. We decided to restore this particular shop in 1995 to keep the blacksmithing tradition alive.
Wow, so this is the real deal. Smashing steel, sparks, this is cool.
As you remember, Jeff, I gave you some railroad spikes, and Beaver Cavey, we're gonna fashion these spikes, that's the idea, into hammock hooks.
Right.
And so how's that going?
Not bad. I've worked with them some. So here we go.
Man, that is...
Yeah, so you want to...
Strike it while it's hot. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, right. That's...
Right on the horn. You call that a horn?
This is the horn of the anvil.
Uh-huh. That's cool.
That is really cool.
In a hot sort of way.
Oh, listen. Cool. That is cool.
Here it is.
Wow.
Look at that. Thank you very
really
much,
cool.
Jeff. That's wonderful.
While you got the fire going, man, could we stretch my dimes? They're not going as far as they used to.
That's a penny.
Oh, that's why I'm not getting anything out of it. No wonder.
Sorry, I don't have anything that can turn a penny into a dime. It's still going to be copper when it comes out.
Well, I thought I'd ask.
We may not be leaving here any richer, but these hand-forged hammock hooks will be worth their weight in gold up in the treehouse, where things are also heating up. We've got some additional help today to get it all done.
This thing is cooking with gas. Windows are in.
The windows are all reclaimed. We had to custom make the frames so they all open. With the siding boards up, we use cedar battens to finish it off. We've also got the doors ready to install.
You flush outside?
Yep.
Meanwhile, Jason's got some development of his own happening on the cable car project.
So what Jeremy and I have been working on is a spreader of sorts. I've taken 2 standard zip line trolleys and am sort of joining them together with these pieces of angle iron, and now we're going to bolt the whole thing together. So maybe we got sled. Oh, yes. Don't want to have the block of wood under there when trying to install the bolt. Thank you, Jeremy. It's important to have an assistant when you're doing these things because, you know, you run into obstacles like that. We have this really cool balloon basket, nice wicker, little leather surround that's going to end up being our cable car.
Jason's hot air balloon vehicle to cross the river brings the whole project full circle. We got here the first time we even saw this farm, this beautiful old estate. We arrived by hot air balloon, and that was really quite a treat. So to get a secondhand hot air balloon basket to cross the river is just, it's a bonus.
Ooh, she's wobbly right now. We're gonna give this thing a test. We're gonna throw it up on our cable, attach our basket, and see how this little feat of modern engineering, physics, gravity all come together. Maiden voyage, and away we go.
We're at our client's historic farm in Richmond, Virginia, where Jason's cable car is ready for a test flight.
And away we go. Oh, that's nice. Dang! Almost all the way across. It's almost the perfect synthesis of cable car and zip line. A few little things to work out at this point, but other than that, I think we have something to work with.
Here in Richmond, Virginia, Bendover Farm, we are coming around the bend to the finish line.
A lot to do, as always. We got a deadline, so we're like busy bees, just running all over the place.
I've had a hand in over 200 tree houses. This one has the most stems coming through it ever. So we've got gaskets that I like to use maritime rope that I put around the base of the tree where it comes up through the floor of the house. So it'll go up like this through. Well, there's a little bit of gnawing to do, beaverizing in here to get this to fit just right. So if you'd help me with that, it'd be helpful.
Sure.
So the handrail at the top of the stairs, the way it marries into the rest of the structure is through a method called scribe fitting. So I basically put 2 surfaces together, observe how they relate to one another, make some scratch marks, carve wood away.
This is called the bad place to be. I wish the wind was blowing a different direction.
Let's try that for a fit.
Little test.
Yep. There we go. Oh, wow. Looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is good. Perfect.
As we button things up on our final day of the build, it's time to start furnishing our treehouse.
Time to make some noise and dust.
With the help of our client, Preston's friend, Jordan Ledbetter.
This countertop/table is going to be freely suspended on the post itself.
Right.
So it's going to sort of cantilever out away from the post, and the whole post is going to rotate.
Well, what's the mechanism for letting it swivel?
We're going to mount this on the ceiling.
Oh, love it.
Isn't that great?
Love it. Yeah.
We actually found it in the woods right down there.
No kidding.
It was born to be part of my table.
All right. Clever, man.
The swivel table will be a great addition.
I think Kate and Preston are really going to love this.
You bet.
But to really deck this treehouse out in style, our clients, the Kendigs, are turning to 2 of their own.
I'm Ty. I am Kate and Preston's sister-in-law, and I'm going to be helping out with the interior design of the project. Go back and maybe like double the thickness.
Should we just do it out?
I would say do it and then see how it looks, and then you can go back and.
And I'm Lulu, Preston's little sister, and I'm just going to be helping out wherever I can. The sign is our big project right now. We're pretty excited about it.
So the treehouse is looking pretty awesome.
Isn't that so cool?
It is.
I'm pretty psyched about it. So we're using some old barn wood and then take a carving tool and carve out the letters of what we want it to say.
I think that looks great.
With the furniture on its way, there's just one more thing to do before this treehouse is ready to stand and deliver.
I want to get all the temporary posting out. It's time for that now.
Sweet. So one of my favorite things about building a treehouse is you get to take those temporary braces out, and then you really get the feel of what the treehouse is going to look like without those, what I call crutches.
So first thing, just check everything, because I'm going to release the pressure on the jack.
Okay.
Let's find out what
If it settles, all right.
Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. All right, it's released.
All right, here we go. You have these temporary supports up. They're holding everything level. So when you're switching it out with another post, a found tree post, you want to make sure there's no variation when you drop those, you know? So a little bit of movement's fine, but if it really drops, you got to jack it back up and, you know, re-secure it and make sure that everything stays nice and level. There it is.
Any settle?
It didn't move at all.
Great.
That means you did good.
Everything was just rock solid, so we're very happy about that. And that looks great.
Oh,
so
much better. The whole treehouse is really cool, and I think Kate and Preston are going to be pretty surprised when they see it.
All right. We got 2 more corners to release to the tree forms, and let's go for it.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Preston and Kate, this is the big day.
Can't wait to see it. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
There's a house in the tree.
I can't believe it.
Preston and Kate, this is the big day.
Can't wait to see it.
And I think you're going to like it.
We're in Richmond, Virginia, where our clients, Kate and Preston Kendig, are ready to meet their new treehouse. And since this build has been Jake's baby since inception, I'm going to let him do the honors, and I'll surprise the family up in the trees.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
There's a house in the tree.
I can't believe it.
That is so cool.
Despite having lost days to the weather and the challenges that the tree brought us, it's been an adventure.
20 feet up there. The footprint is 216 square feet.
Enclosed.
Enclosed. And then the deck is probably
500 or so total. So, yeah, even a little more deck than treehouse. And it's a beauty.
This is a favorite little detail.
Look at that garden.
Check this out.
Oh, whoa, that's sweet.
Here is the entrance, and then the whole staircase system has been sosujiban, scorched, so that it would sort of match the slippery elm bark.
Great.
That is a beautiful staircase.
Other treehouse guys are waiting for you up there.
Wow. This is crazy. Whoa.
Whoa.
This is so cool. What?
Hey, guys. What's up? How unbelievable is this, huh?
I love it so much.
I mean, you definitely know you're in a treehouse. There's branches coming out of everywhere. Through the structure, out the roof, out the walls, out the deck.
7 stems or so that then split into more. So there's something like 11 penetrations coming between the walls and the roof.
It's really sweet. So you got to take a look at this. You guys have an outdoor shower.
Yes.
So these are actually, these were found in one of your barns, you know, for hinges. So when you turn your shower on,
okay.
It's like being outside in the rain, but it goes down that drain
follows that chain all the way down to that garden, and that garden naturally filters all the gray water.
That's
So
perfect.
it's super eco-friendly. Yeah, go take a shower.
Okay.
No peeking. All right.
All right.
Well, I'm sure you guys are super excited to go check out the inside of your treehouse.
Oh my
Can't wait to
gosh.
see it.
You caught me now.
Wake up.
It's so cozy. It's so cozy in here. Welcome to your home.
Hey,
Hey,
man.
what do you think of this place?
So cool.
And how about your buddy Jordan? This is your friend Jordan's contribution.
That is so special.
Yeah, isn't it
incredible.
sweet? Check this out. This gear he found out back behind the barn.
Whoa.
And this deadbolt right here locks it in or out.
My gosh,
No
look
way.
at that.
So now click, and it's locked in.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cool.
Going, I made you this ladder out of aisle 6 cedar that gets you up to the loft. There's 2 beds up there.
Oh my gosh.
This is wonderful. This will be a great place for future generations of our family to continue being able to come out to the farm.
Kate and Preston may be impressed already, but there's plenty more to see.
So I have a surprise for you guys.
Okay.
More?
Yeah,
How can
another
there
one.
be more?
So what we've got here is hammock hooks made from railroad spikes that
Awesome.
I picked up off the rail bed.
Love it. Jake, you're the best.
Thank you.
Look, they're adorable.
I think the most satisfying thing to me is how genuinely happy and appreciative they are of the work we did here.
And we've got one more big surprise.
Hey guys.
Hey, man.
Hey,
How's it going?
Good to see ya.
You too? You
What the heck
too?
is this?
Well, you said you wanted a way across the river.
You want me to get in that?
This thing is so safe, I'd put my mom in it.
Prove it.
What? Where did you come from?
Oh, wow.
Look, it's my mom.
Hey. Hey, honey.
Well, thanks for showing up right at the perfect time. Do you want to help me test this this latest little invention?
Go ahead.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
I am.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. What? Look at that. That's awesome.
So you gonna try it, Kate?
It's adorable.
At our destination. Perfect. Thank you, Mom, for being a sport.
Anytime, baby.
Mother approved, it's the Kendicks' turn.
You guys ready?
We're ready.
It's been nice knowing you, Jake. I can't believe they built a zip line to go to the low grounds.
You're launching us, so you're going to pull really quick.
This guy?
Yep, we're ready.
Ready.
All right. 3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Yeah, you can do it close.
There, at least that was a real reaction.
I want
can
to go
jump,
again. Can we go one more time?
Jump, Chip.
Sure enough.
Now we'll be able to access that land and get down to the river more easily, and it's just going to be fun for the whole family.
Yeah.
You spend so much time getting to know the families you're building for and creating such a cool thing, handing it off, and then off to another one. Now sometimes you just want to stay and live in it.
As this piece of property has been in the family for over 100 years, and I think that the Treehouse will continue that wonderful tradition.
We're going to be able to come out here with the whole family for years to come. It's going to be really, really special and amazing.
This is one for the record books. I really like it.